Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nick's Customs. Today I'll be showing off my custom Rex the Small Engine. Rex was introduced in the Railway series book Small Railway Engines in 1967, alongside his friends Mike and Bert. The trio became fan-favorite characters, and eventually made their television series debut in the special Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure in 2015. The engines later showed up in the show and got merchandise. Mike and Rex were made in Take and Play, and Bert came out the next year. Only Mike was made for Trackmaster, and only Mike and Bert were made for Wooden Railway. I've wanted a Rex since 2015, and I decided to make one for myself, as countless other custom makers have. I actually tried making a Rex back in 2017, but it didn't go well and I gave up. I don't know what happened to that model, it may have been thrown out, I don't remember. I got a used Mike sometime last year, and cut off the face, gave it an undercoat, and painted it green. This shade of green isn't accurate to Rex, but everybody who's made a Rex has made him in a different shade. In reality, if Mattel made him in Wooden Railway, he would likely be painted the same shade of green as Percy and Henry. But I like this shade. It makes him stand out a bit more. I made decals for his tender in Photoshop using photos of Bert's tender. I glued them to the tender and then painted over them to help them blend in a bit more. I did the same thing for the cab, but actually made them incorrectly at first. I just recolored Mike and Bert's cab details, but Rex actually has a completely different design, so I remade it and pasted the new decals over the old ones, because sometimes I'm lazy. I used some tape to help me paint the stripes on the boiler, and then used that same shade of red to go over the lining because it was a bit faded when it came out of the printer. I added a handrail using a paint marker and toothpick, painted the dome gold with another marker, added clay and painted over it to fill in the smoke box, and then added the face. The face comes from the Take and Play Rex, which I've had for a while. Lastly, I made Rex's nameplates in Adobe Illustrator, printed them out, and pasted them onto his boiler. And that's Rex. There isn't too much to say about him now, aside from that he was made to look like the other two small engines, and I replicated that as best as I could. It's really satisfying to have all three of the smallies. Oh, and Frank, and I'm curious to see what you have to say about my Rex custom. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.